is the fact that it's been put on a shirt to be sold and make money off, and it's really, really lazy. You know, you've put no effort into that. You've literally just taken a Google definition of a word that teenagers can relate to in an attempt to sell it back to them. Don't worry, guys, you know, I'm being a bit mean so far. I've been not very nice. And I don't want to be not very nice, because quite clearly this is a sensitive subject. We're talking about mental health, and mental health is not something I want to mess with too much, you know. I understand that people suffer with it. I've suffered with anxiety, funnily enough. That's the one that I unfortunately got plagued with. Didn't put it on a shirt yet though. But luckily, 15% of it is going to charity. Not 100. No, we're not generous. 15%. We donate 15. And that tweet wasn't included in the original. She posted that afterwards. You know, more importantly, new drop! And also 15% to charity, just in case you do want to get angry at the fact that I have put up lazy mental health merch. Now, I'm pretty upset about this one, to be fair, mainly because of the fact that she's quite clearly not really tried very hard. So I decided that I would one-up Corinna. We're going to do an entire clothing line. Here's my new one, guys. Hope you guys like it. It's the definition for cancer. So if anybody you know has been infected by that, send them one of these. Oh, hang on, HIV. You know anybody who's got that? Maybe you do. I'll donate some of it to charity, not all of it, because Fanjoy and me want to make some money off it. So keep buying it though. I think what we can really take away from this is the fact that obviously you shouldn't spend any time with Logan Paul, because if you get caught seeing him, then you have a basic disregard for people's mental health. So avoid him. I think one of the reasons that this, for me, irritated me when I personally saw it is not just the fact that she's quite clearly not even tried and she's just stuck on something there that she knows relates to teenagers. It's the fact that she had somebody take pictures and help her model this, and then it went up on Fanjoy and nobody at Fanjoy told her that this was probably not a good idea. And then, you know, they decided that they just like stick in a charity, just an attempt to make everything okay. You know, like, all right, like, some of it goes to charity, not all of it, because we're not that generous people. We still want to make money off our really hard work. It's like nobody in Los Angeles vets anybody for anything. Like, they all just run around like headless chickens going, do whatever you want, none of us actually fucking care. What is it with LA YouTubers and a blatant disregard to human beings? I don't know what it is. I really don't. Because quite clearly she should know that she's got a teenage audience and that people are going to see this. And I think the worrying thing is that there were a few comments of people who were celebrating this and how relatable it was, as if this is some quirky, relatable trend. And it isn't. This is a mental illness that people suffer with. Something that I had to get therapy for because of the fact that I would get panic attacks, so I couldn't stop worrying about stuff, to the point where I couldn't eat food for months on end. And now it's a trend? Well, I'm glad I'm cool, guys. I'm glad what I went through is really cool. I'm glad that people really enjoy it now, you know, like it's, oh, I should have worn it like a proud badge. Maybe put it on a shirt. You shouldn't try and turn something like this into a badge of honour. It's not a badge of honour. It's not cool. And luckily, a lot of people in Corinna's audiences did look at it and go, you're profiting off of something that you probably should be trying to actually help. Am I an idiot? Is that what you take me for? Do you take your audience for idiots? Are they stupid? I feel like you must think they are, if you're going to try and stick something like this on them. And I think it sucks, because Corinna tweets quite a lot about stuff like this, but after this tone-deaf approach, I look at all of her tweets about how, you know, it's disappointing how often I go a mile for people, wouldn't even move an inch for me. And then she tweets other stuff along the lines of this. I wish people were more self-conscious of the ways they make others feel. 22,000 retweets, 81,000 likes. Well, if you do really wish that, Corinna, if that is generally something that you really, really care about, you know, you want people to care about other people, and you want to show that you actually care, that you actually feel empathy, and you're not just trying to, you know, capitalise off of trendy feelings that other people can relate to who are teenagers for loads of retweets, likes and money, and you probably shouldn't do stuff like this. Because this whole quirky vlogger thing that vloggers have had going for years is fucking bullshit, mate. Like, I'm just going to cut to the chase. Vloggers are bullshit, 90% of them, and it's starting to get to the point where I really despise the genre and I can't bear it, because these people try and grow at being trendy, relatable. I'm cool, I'm trendy and relatable. Look at me, I'm like everybody else. I'm like you, apart from I'm a millionaire and I don't give a fuck about mental health or yours. I just want your fucking money. And I watch that and I go, oh, your vlogs aren't very fun anymore because you're quite clearly not a real person. I'm going to read some of the stuff that people tweeted because of the fact that it generally affected a lot of people here, because quite a lot of people who are watching this stuff can deal with this stuff and deal with depression, and they don't want their stuff being turned into some little fashion piece, you know, that you could turn into some really cool clothing line and make millions of dollars off. I tell you what, Corinna, I'm going to launch my own version with depression on it, because that's exactly how I'd be feeling after spending $44 on a hoodie. $44 on a hoodie where you're marketing mental health. I'm doing this whole thing wrong. Now, Corinna may have pulled down the tweets and not addressed the fact that she's basically done this, but she's still selling this stuff on her store. In fact, she's selling free versions of these. I get it, the backlash may have been a bit too much for you, but maybe you should have addressed the fact that it wasn't even your intention in the first place, or maybe say that it was a mistake and you didn't realise it was something that was going to upset people or make people feel like you were profiting off of something they've gone through. But no, just remove the tweets and leave the merch up on the store, because, you know, people could still go and buy it, but now the tweet's not there, it's like the backlash never even existed. Do you know, this whole thing just sucks, really. It's just another state-of-the-art showpiece of the fact that YouTubers really don't actually put any care or thought into anything they seem to do nowadays, which is just a reoccurring theme. And I could basically pin everything down to that. I don't actually think Corinna is trying to profit off of mental health. At least I really hope not. You know, I would like to have a little bit more faith in the fact that maybe she isn't trying to do that. I do think these people care so little that they don't even think about the backlash, because if they were going to release anything, you'd be able to look at this and go, maybe this wouldn't go down too well with people. And if she thought the positives outweighed the bad, well, that means she thought she was helping more people somehow, or she was going to make way more money off it than, you know, she really needed to. She went and posted this anyway, knowing the consequences it was going to have. I would like to help people on YouTube not make these mistakes that they seem to make all the time. And here's my one bit of advice, and I really do mean it, because I would like to see stuff like this not happening, because it sucks for everybody. Just think a bit more. Just like put a little bit more thought into what you're doing, what you're making, what content you're producing, and, you know, what's going out there, and how it's going to make people feel, and how it's going to make you look. Because then you'd avoid 90% of this stuff. But anyway, that's it from me, guys. Just please, 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 buy my new merch line out now. It's really good. Give it a look. This is just one of the samples. I think it's really going to go well on YouTubers. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, people. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.